Welcome back, folks, to Tarot the Twist with me, Kevin. Today we're going to do a Last Ask the Cards reading once again. If you want to do your own reading for Last Ask the Cards around cultural events or situations, head over to wordofthetwist.com, become a member, ask your question. So this question is going to hit pretty hard, and it came from a community who's concerned about other people in their community, all right? That's the best way I can say it. And they want to know is, why do members of the LGBTQ community march for Palestine when that religion does not allow the LGBTQ lifestyle? And we have all seen what goes on behind the scenes in the Middle East. And it's not pleasant for people of this community. So why the hell would they march? Why? What's the whole purpose behind this? So, Seven of Swords. It almost feels like it's delusional. It's like they're lying to themselves. They want to push a different narrative that doesn't exist. They want to make people believe something different about these people. But yet the religious text goes back centuries and it hasn't changed. It's the reality. It's what it is. So unfortunately, some of the community are delusional. They're lying to themselves. And almost is because like they've been fed so much propaganda, Five of Pentacles, so much propaganda that it became realized in their mind. And so they can't believe any facts about the truth of what happens to their community over in the Middle East. And if you look closely today, even here in the West, you start seeing things of this. Even within the community, not the LGBT community, but the Palestinian community, children who the parents felt they were not honoring them, terrible things happened. You can research that yourself and Google it. I'm not going to say it here. So again, it's all because of brainwashing, propaganda, and being delusional about the facts. That's why they seem to march. And when you consider that, you got to think to yourself, well, then why? Like, what brought them to this point? What was the influence that got them here to believe this? Even though there's facts on the table, what made them want to believe this? It's almost like a trauma bond because they're so broken themselves, they have to bond with somebody else. And so since they're seeing these atrocities committed against them overseas, they believe these are a people they can bond with. But what they don't realize is that these people have something called al-taqiyya. And al-taqiyya is a thing that says you must lie in order for the will of Allah to move forward at any cost to the infidel. But because they don't know that, they think it's a very loving thing, they trauma bond with this group and try to walk in solidarity. And so that is what brought them to this point in time. And if they continue on, then they're going to realize that they've been lied to and they're going to be broken. King of Cups is reversed here. They're going to be devastated because they realize they supported something that did not have their best interests at heart. And instead, it was going to do everything to destroy them as an LGBTQ community. So that is the reason, from what the energy is showing here on the table, of why they march. And some of the underlying influence that perhaps could have caused this as well is the Nine of Pentacles. They felt like they're going to be accepted no matter what. They felt like they can be one of them. Because in America, you have something called religious freedom. So churches accept all into their doors to worship together in harmony. But unfortunately, in this Palestinian religion, that's never going to happen. It's a different mindset. And they're not going to be accepted into it, okay? And the sad reality is, what do they actually realize? What do they know? Is that it's a pipe dream. They know it is never going to really work. Deep down inside, they know. LGBTQ community knows that they'll never be accepted by the Palestinian people. Because they can't. It's haram. It's forbidden. They cannot be part of it. And so they march in delusion because they've been so fed lies by the West. That's both in the UK and the United States, Western world, because they feel like they can make a change and they can't. This goes back thousands of years. So it's all based on a pack of lies. All right. Now, they desire equal treatment, but it isn't going to happen. There will be no justice. There only will be judgment. Right? So they're going to march until they have no strength left in them and push a narrative that's going to help grow this thing. But realizing that at the end of the day, everything they fought for was built on lies, and justice will not come for them because it can't. It's haram. You understand what I'm saying? That's the problem. That's the issue. So then you kind of start thinking about that. Okay, well then what is kind of influencing them from the outside to make them, even though they see this could be all built on a delusion, what's pushing it is the Queen of Wands reverse. It's manipulation. They're trying to seek something new and be part of something, but they can't. They can't have it. It's like they want to infiltrate to change the minds of other people. They can't. They're not dealing with Western minds. They're dealing with the Middle East mind. And it's a different way of thinking. It will never be accepted. So while they try, we're your friend, we'll march with you, they're only fooling themselves because those people won't accept them ever. Hard stop, period. All right? Now, even though they walk, they hope for this new outcome. Even though they see it can't happen. But they hope for it. Page of Wands. They want us so badly because they never be content with what they already have. They want more. And they can't have more. Sometimes in life you have to stop with what you have and not continue chasing extra. Like here, the 9 of Pentacles. You've already attained everything you can. There's nothing more to gain. So why chase something that's only going to bring your own destruction, right? And the outcome will be a 3 of Pentacles. I see a mosque here. I see a building of a new religion stronger than before because the West has given into it. So even though these people have marched, they will lose because these people will not work with them. Headdresses, even though these are Catholic figures, I'm looking at this more as Palestinian figures. As part of that religion, not the people per se, the religion. So it feels to me almost like that group, if they don't stop, they're going to be broken and they're going to be used to build the mosque, which means defeat. So by the way, every time you see a mosque in the Western world, that's a sign of conquering a foreign land. That's a fact, not an opinion. And here you see people working to build something that looks like a church or a steeple. I look at a mosque. So they'll be enslaved to do the bidding of that group. So we now see why they walk. They walk because it's delusion. They walk because they think they can change other people who have thousands of years steeped in this ideology. It isn't going to happen. Yeah, what's happening over there is terrible. But you also have to look at what they've done over there as well. It's not one-sided. There's always two sides to a coin. Anyway, that's the reading. I'm not going to go any more into this. I'm not going to use Lenormand. I don't think it's necessary. But if you want me to do a reading for you on Last Ask the Cards, you have to become a member, wordsofthewist.com. Membership is free or paid. It's your choice. And when you log in, the queue will show. You drop your question. And until next time, that's all I got. See you in my next. Bye.